Okay, shalom, guys. As you know, it's January 1st, and in the Telegram message group, t.me/messianic chat, we have started again our annual cycle reading of the Nach in Hebrew. And so I just wanted to help out a little bit, maybe with the Psalm. The Psalms are usually, we have a daily reading from the Psalms, and that can be some of the harder reading stuff. So I'm experimenting with the idea of maybe doing that daily. We'll see how it goes. Because of that, I'm not going to spend as much time explaining things as I usually do. So this kind of language lab may not be for everybody. It's gonna be pretty quick, all right? Otherwise, we'll get bogged down. And so anyway, so here you can see we're in Tehillim, okay? And it says Sefer Rishon. There are 5 books of Psalms. This is the first book, although that's not commonly known. And we'll start with chapter Aleph, verse Aleph. Chapter 1, verse 1. All right? Hopefully that's big enough everybody can see that. Ashrei ha'ish asher lo halach ba'atzal chashayim. Ashrei, this is blessed, right? But it's not blessed like mevaruch. Mevaruch implies necessarily like financial blessings, right? Or progeny, right? Like having lots of children, or all these sorts of things. But in this case, this is more like state of mind, like happy. You could translate this happy as the man, even though we have other words for happy, right? Or of a great state of mind, right? Like he's blessed. He has shalva, he's at ease, right? Okay, like that. So, which really is what everybody's after anyway, right? If you got the money and you're not happy, then what's the point, right? Ashrei ha'ish, so blessed, happy, some would say lucky, not meaning luck like not from God, but anyway. Asher is the man who, lo halach, who does not walk ba'atzat rashayim, in the counsel of the wicked. Over derekh chatayim, nor in the, now literally it says derekh meaning like path, but in Ugaritic, derekh can also mean dominion, right? Dominion. And so it could be something like this, nor in the dominion chataim of sinners, right? So that's kind of an interesting, different way to look at it. Or just stay very simple, the path of sinners. Lo amad, he doesn't stand, right? Which means like participate. He doesn't participate. Uv moshav leitzim lo yashav, nor in the session, literally the sitting, the session leitzim of scoffers, lo yashav, he does not sit or he does not dwell, right? So a scoffer, a leitz, is somebody who is mocking like faith in God, that kind of stuff. Ki'im b'torat Adonai cheftzo. For, okay, ki'im, but instead, or for, because, be'in torat Adonai, the Torah, the law of Adonai, cheftzo, his chefetz, is his joy, his delight, right? And that's another nice Hebrew parallelism that helps us nail down this word over here, the ashrei. Yeah? Okay. Verse Gimel. Oh, I'm sorry, that's coming up next. Continue on with 2. Uve torato yehgeh yomam v'layla. And in his Torah, in his law, yehgeh, he meditates. Literally, it means mumbles. Yehgeh is to mumble, like blah, 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 okay. This is Jewish meditation. When we read the Psalms, when we read the Torah, we read it aloud. Hebrew is a spiritual language. It's not just a normal language. You want it to fill the room. You want it to speak to your neshama when you study. Not just reading silently in your mind. It's best to speak it. And this is one of those words that it has a different nuance depending on who's the subject. If it's a dog, it means to bark. If it's a lion, it means to roar, right? Although we have other words for that too. If it's the sea, like the ocean, it means to make that crashing sound of white water, right? With people, it means to mumble, right? But the idea is you're mumbling with intent, not like babbling like a fool or something, right? So that is Jewish meditation. That's the difference between, we're not like the Easterners, like this. We're saying the words, we're reading scripture. That's meditation. And you will find if you do this, especially in the Psalms, if you read it aloud, the words will really minister to you. You will feel convicted of things you didn't even realize you were doing wrongly, right? And it'll make you a better person. It'll also fill the room, and wicked spirits don't like to be around it, all that kind of stuff. So read the scripture aloud. Yomam, daily, valayla, and nightly. Verse Gimel, V'haya ka'etz shatul al palgei mayim. And he will be like a tree which is transplanted, al palgei, by the tributaries of mayim, of water. Asher piryo, whose piryo, his fruit. Yiten be'eto, he gives forth in his season, right? I mean, the tree, not like, the tree gives fruit when it's expected, right? It makes me think about the the tree that Yeshua cursed for not having fruit. Kind of interesting. Okay, the alehu, and its leaves, lo yibol, will not wither, from bala. This means if there's a tree, it's wither, but we see it used in the Torah referring to our shoes, that the shoes and our clothing did not bala, they didn't wear out in all our 40 years of wandering. The chol asher yaseh, and everything which he does, yatzliach, will prosper. This literally means will bloom, right? Will bloom, will prosper. Lo chen harashayim, it is not so. And we have to say with harashayim, the wicked. Ki im kamot asher tidfenu ruach. For like motz. Motz is like chaff, like the little dried leaves and stubble, the stuff that the wind blows around, right? Asher, which tidfenu, which drives around ruach, the wind. Al kain, therefore, lo yakumu reshayim b'mishpat. The reshayim, the wicked, will not yakumu, they will not get up. Now, this psalm has eschatological implications. So, the remez meaning here is that they will not resurrect. B'mishpat, in the judgment. The chataim, and the sinners, nor the sinners, ba'adat tzadikim, in the counsel of the righteous, right? This means the divine counsel, like God's counsel of his trusted ones. What is that? Is there something? Oh, there's something on my screen bothering me. Okay, good. Okay, continuing. Verse 6, where are we? Okay. 6. Ki yodea Adonai derekh tzadikim. For Adonai knows the path of the righteous. V'derech reshayim toved. But the path of the wicked, or you could interpret this to mean the dominion of the wicked, toved, will perish. And this word, avad, oftentimes people translate it as destroy or be destroyed. Really, the nuance of the word is to perish has the idea like if you have a pitcher of water and you pour the water, say on a little sand hill, you don't know what's going to happen. Some of the water might be absorbed, some will run off. He's not looking towards them. It's like the opposite of when we say in the Birchat HaKohanim, the priestly benediction, may he cause his face to turn towards you. The idea is that he's watching us. When he's watching us, that's a good thing, right? But if you avad, if you perish, you go, nobody even knows which way the water's going, right? He no longer has his sights on you. Okay? So that's Psalm 1. That's our January 1st reading from the Psalms. Please make sure, if you're doing the readings, to do the 3 chapters of Joshua. I was thinking of doing that, but it's just going to take too long to record all that, so I don't think I can commit to that. But maybe the Psalms we can do. Give me some feedback. Let me know if you enjoyed it, if you found it helpful. If you want a deeper analysis, go look over at my Lechach Learning playlist, and we go a lot more into the Ugaritic and all that kind of stuff about this Psalm. Shalom, shalom. Be in the Word every day. Be well. Sei gesinnt.